Hello, this is Malorian, and this will be my fourth and final game of the second Onslaught, and this time it is my Orcs and Goblins against Ogres again. So when I heard I was up against Ogres again, I thought that was fantastic, but then I saw the army and it is looking a little bit tough, because he's running a deathstar. What he has up there is he has the unit of nobblers on either flank. Actually, to say first, this is the mission where you have to randomize to see where you actually have to go. So it's kind of bad luck for him to have that on either side. But either way, he has 3 lead belchers. He has 4 Mournfang. He has a thunder tusk in the back. A little unit of bulls there, and then his super huge horde of his iron guts. And in there, he has 2 different level 2s, and also his. Oh, sorry, no. He has a level 4 Slaughter Master, I think it was. That's his general. He had his BSB, and then he had another Butcher. What you're actually trying to do in this game is to try and kill characters and unit champions and get extra points. And for me, the secondary I took was to kill 2 Toughness 5 models that have multiple wounds. Just because, with all the different characters and also the Thunder Tusk, I just gotta kill any 2 of those and there you go. So looking at this, one of the things I think I might have to rely on is the Foot of Gork. I mean, I can be taking on that big horde of his of the Iron Guts, but, that he's just gonna be hitting so hard. Then if I hit that with my Biggins, I'm just going to be thrashed. So I need to do some damage to them first. If he hits me too fast, I'm just going to have to try and double team him. But that's why I have my fast cav and my troll up front, so I can try and slow him down. And I got my archers there to try and shoot up his lead belchers. So I get turn 1, and yeah, I hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing here, but a big chunk of his army is missing. I had the Foot of Gork from hell. I just smashed him. Of course, the Foot of Gork is so good against Ogres because it's wounding on a 2+, doing D3 wounds. And so you can see now that what used to be a devastating Death Star of Iron Guts and characters is now looking a little bit more small. So, I mean, I devastated them. I devastated the unit beside them. And I even killed one of the Mournfangs and did some wounds to the other one. So, yeah, I mean, right away, my opponent wasn't too happy. So his turn 1, he kind of surprised me by not moving up. He just slightly shifted so he could be doing his shooting and magic at the Mangler, killed it, and that's pretty much it. My turn 2, unfortunately my bunker picked a fight with my big unit of Night Goblins, so I didn't have any magic, but so this really was just me moving into position and trying to encircle him a little bit. His turn 2, he's now moving up, and he goes to try and destroy my spiders with his iron lead belchers. Only kills 2, and I hold. And he's doing some magic and augments on his guys, but I just kind of let them go through for the most part, waiting to try and stop something and be more important because I don't mean to get them into combat yet. Turn 3, I have a boar chariot that charges lead belchers. They flee, get away. I have a wolf chariot that goes after the nobblers on the left. They're wiped out. My troll is strategically positioned up there so that he pretty much has to charge them or do nothing with his big unit. But then if he overruns, I mean, he's going to have to do pretty well to get to me, and otherwise my Squig horde has wiped out the other nobblers and combat reformed to face the flank. So really, his reduced Death Star now has to take on 2 of my best units. I also didn't mention it, but my Foot of Gork came down again, and he was down to 1 Mournfang. His Mournfang charged my archers, and actually he charged my chariot first. It fled, redirected into my archers. They fled. I'd actually hoped he was going to do the archers first so that he'd come into my Black Orcs, but no. And then otherwise, his big unit went to the trolls, obviously killed it, and then overran into the Biggins, and we just kind of took out the forest there because this was going to be in the way. So my turn 4, the Black Orcs charge the Mournfang, it flees, they redirect into the bulls, they flee, and then my Squig horde hits into the flank, and it's just brutal. I get off Here We Go so that my savages are getting to reroll a hit, And you know, what remained of the Iron Guts didn't even get to swing. They were completely wiped out. The characters are all injured. He only held because the Slaughtermaster has a stubborn crown. You know, they all slide over so that they're all still one unit. And I don't have a picture of it because he took his guys away too fast, but his Thunder Tusk then counters. I pretty much kill all of his characters, and yeah, he just gives up because it's just a joke at this point. So a big victory for my Orcs. You know, this is just another one where it could have been a really tough game. You know, from talking to some other people, you know, he's a really strong opponent that's really, you know, tactically minded. But it's just when you get a first turn that had a foot of Gork that powerful. It's just, what can you do, right? His deathstar, which he'd put so many points into, was just destroyed. His secondary bull unit had lost like a good half of its number, and then between that and the other foot of Gork, his Mournfang went from 4 all the way down to 1. And I mean, those guys are expensive. And so by the time he got to me, I just got to double up on him, and bam, yeah. So either way, though, I ended with 2 massacres and 2 draws, and I'll do another video on the kind of like a summary coming up later. Okay, bye.